Super Lucky Disaster Man. Chapter 99, Extra, Whitewashing Phase, the conclusion is coming. Kudo Shinichi was stunned. He hadn't expected that the FBI would actually notify his parents. How did the FBI even know about his situation here? The great detective only had to think a little to figure out the culprit. Was it Dazai-Osamu? Komaeda Nagito mused. Other than Dazai-kun, no one else would go tell the FBI about this. Kudo Shinichi. When did he ever offend Dazai-Osamu? Why does he feel like he's being targeted? Could it be because he rejected Dazai-Osamu's subtle hints, insisting on staying at Senpai's place, and now Dazai-Osamu found some excuse to get rid of him? Thinking about this, Kudo Shinichi fell into even deeper silence. Honestly, knowing how petty Dazai-Osamu can be, it might actually be because of that. Sigh, if Komaeda-senpai ends up alone for the rest of his life, it's definitely Dazai-Osamu's fault. At this rate, how is Komaeda-senpai ever going to find a girlfriend? Alright, I understand. Kudo Shinichi sighed. These past few days have been a hassle for senpai. Since I have a place to go, continuing to trouble you feels a bit inappropriate. His dad always said he had connections in the FBI, but Kudo Shinichi had never taken it seriously. Yet now, seeing how quickly they made contact, it's probably true that someone used those connections. Hopefully, this connection will provide him with some information. He really wants to understand what's going on with that organization. So far, all he knows are gin and vodka. What are you, an alcohol factory? During the waiting time, Kudo Shinichi wasn't idle. He asked Komaeda Nagito about the process of meeting Miyano Shiho, but no matter how he analyzed it, he always came to the same conclusion: it was just a coincidence. Over the years, Kudo Shinichi had become accustomed to these kinds of coincidences. He sighed a few times, saying, "Does senpai really not have any special abilities?" but didn't dwell on it further. After all, his experience had taught him that worrying about Komaeda-senpai's luck is as pointless as wondering when the apocalypse will come. It's meaningless and just adds stress. After a while, Komaeda Nagito's phone rang. After responding briefly, he hung up and said to Kudo Shinichi, "Someone will be here to pick you up soon. Do you have anything you want to take with you?" "No." Kudo Shinichi replied straightforwardly. If he needed to pack anything, he would have done it a long time ago. There's no need for Komaeda Nagito to remind him now. "The clothes I had when I was a kid are still here. You also have the key to my house, so if you have time, you could drop them back there. Or just store them somewhere. Who knows, you might find another kid to take care of." This was just a joke. The chances of finding a child again were very low. Generally, children would be taken directly to the police station, and they would be sent back home later to change clothes. Komaeda Nagito said casually, "I'll return them when I get the chance." As they were talking, the doorbell rang. Komaeda Nagito walked over to the door and pressed the intercom. "Hello? Hello, is this Komaeda-san? I'm from the delivery service we contacted earlier. There's a package that needs your signature, please open the door." Komaeda Nagito opened the door for the person outside, and the delivery worker carried a large box inside. "This is the Kudo family's kid." After closing the door, the delivery worker adjusted his hat, looking at Kudo Shinichi, who had run over to study the box placed on the ground, raising an eyebrow. "Figure anything out? Senpai's TV is perfectly fine, there's no reason to suddenly buy a new one and have it delivered." Kudo Shinichi shifted his gaze away from the packaging. "Your FBI?" "Correct. The person who came was indeed FBI agent Akai Shuichi. Originally, someone else could have come, but since Akai Shuichi knew Komaeda Nagito, it was more reassuring to have a familiar face handle this kind of thing, so the FBI ace had been sent. Get in the box. Akai Shuichi gestured for Kudo Shinichi to get in. Your parents are very worried. Kudo Shinichi, but is it really necessary for me to get in a box just to leave? Surely that organization wouldn't be able to track me? Oh, there's no special reason. It's just that Jin has been after me for a long time, and to avoid implicating Komaeda-kun, it's necessary to disguise a bit. However, this time, the timing was tight, and the Japanese police could only... Oh, according to their explanation, they could only provide the delivery disguise. Kudo Shinichi. What a mess. Are the Japanese police settling personal scores? Are you guys really cooperating? Come to think of it, the Japanese police officer earlier had also sneakily complained about the FBI, implying that the FBI lacked competence, and all failed operations were their fault, while only the Japanese police could protect people. Regardless, Kudo Shinichi still tried to dig some information from this gossip. Why is Jin after you? Did you cross paths? Akai Shuichi made a gesture for Kudo Shinichi to hurry into the box and casually replied, I was undercover in the organization before. After being exposed, I became a target. Kudo Shinichi. Another undercover agent? I thought it was because the organization did something in the US, and the FBI ruined it or something. At this point, Kudo Shinichi already vaguely felt something was off, but he still obediently opened the box and sat inside. Akai Shuichi didn't rush to close the box. Instead, he chatted with Komaeda Nagito for a while. What did Bourbon say to you? Bourbon referred to Furuyare, as that was the name they had used when they met undercover, and they had gotten used to using code names. Komaeda Nagito shook his head. He didn't say much, just mentioned that the organization might be planning something big soon and told me to stay safe. He also suggested talking with Dazai-kun more beforehand if I needed to pick up someone. You really should be more careful. Akai Shuichi couldn't help but comment, how did you manage it, finding both of them? Ahaha, I have a lot of confidence in my luck. The moment Komaeda Nagito said this, Akai Shuichi knew that anything he said would be in vain. Though he didn't know Komaeda Nagito that well, every time they met, nothing bad happened to Komaeda. Fine, let it be. Kudo Shinichi, curled up in the box, couldn't help but ask, how did you two meet? Komaeda Nagito replied nonchalantly, I accidentally walked in on Akai-san during a murder scene. Kudo Shinichi. Akai Shuichi's face went dark. No, I wasn't planning on killing him. I already knew he was undercover, so why would I? Kudo Shinichi. Wait, just how many undercover agents does your organization have? Full of questions, Kudo Shinichi curled himself into the box. On top, they placed some shock-absorbing foam to conceal his presence, disguising the whole thing as moving a TV and taking out the trash, as Akai Shuichi took him away. Komaeda Nagito then sent a message to Dazai Osamu, informing him that the kid at his place had all been picked up. Why did that message make him sound like a kindergarten principal? Dazai Osamu replied with an okay. 2 hours later, he returned to Komaeda Nagito's house. Ah, finally no one's around to be a bother. Dazai Osamu lay on the sofa, turned on the TV, and set it to the news channel as background noise. He turned to Komaeda Nagito, who was reading a book, and said, doesn't Komaeda-kun have anything to ask? If Dazai-kun wants to talk, I'll definitely listen carefully. Komaeda Nagito put down the book and smiled brightly. Is the plan to whitewashing almost complete? Almost. Dazai Osamu said cheerfully, look at the TV. Komaeda Nagito looked at the news broadcast, which was covering a large fire at a research facility, with local residents evacuating. That research facility. Could it be where Miyano Shiho was? Although Miyano Shiho hadn't said anything, Dazai Osamu had mentioned that she was a researcher, and now, right after Miyano Shiho disappeared, the research facility was on fire. Correct. Dazai Osamu rolled over with a pillow, smiling, I had someone copy out all the important information inside. Whether or not Kudo-kun can return to his original self will depend on our precious young lady. In theory, such confidential information should be encrypted, especially when someone like Dazai Osamu is involved. It should be kept secret from him. But who is Dazai Osamu? He didn't plan to slack off, and his efficiency was so high that even the distillery couldn't keep up. Almost as soon as Edogawa Ranpo hung up, Dazai Osamu went to the kitchen to find snacks and, during the break, called armed detective agency informant Tayama Katai, commissioned him, and asked him to steal all the information from the computer based on the address given. Tayama Katai could manipulate all devices within his line of sight. Though the address wasn't within his direct view, thanks to his ability, hacking into someone else's computer was much faster for him than for someone typing on a keyboard. As long as there was a network, he could infiltrate. Dazai Osamu provided him with addresses for most places that could be accessed via the network, but for highly secured locations like research institutes, which used internal networks, he managed to deceive someone to obtain part of the access codes. As for the part he couldn't get through deception, Dazai Osamu directly stole the hard drives of the key personnel at the research institute and, while he was at it, set a fire. It conveniently diverted attention and made Jin think someone inside had helped Miyano Shiho escape, rather than suspecting the drug's effectiveness. By now, the ability user in charge of tracking down the organization's boss through the inbox should have already gotten the answer. Dazai Osamu said with a relaxed tone, "With this fire as a start, I estimate the organization won't last more than 3 months. After 3 months, it'll be like a house of stray dogs." Ha! Quite the contrast with Bourbon-kun. He's working so hard as an undercover agent, but the organization will be gone. Though it doesn't matter. After all, there are so many undercover agents. In the end, all their efforts are in vain, everyone alike. If Kudo Shinichi were here, he would definitely want to chime in with some sarcastic comment. But unfortunately, only Komaeda Nagito was present, and he merely smiled in response. "Well, congratulations in advance, Dazai-kun. We'll soon be able to work together." Once the organization falls, it would soon be time for him to retire. Chapter 99 End.